This is indeed a wearing a robe at 3 in the afternoon is not usually deemed a sign of great success, but today it is. Your robes symbolise something that takes us back to the clerical origins of universities almost 1,000 years ago, when most scholars were priests or monks. Your robes mean that you'll always be a member of this university, and you join a group of people who have studied with us over the past 150 years. In the past, university was not an option for most people. 200 years ago, there were only 2 universities in England, and few could attend. For women, the situation was worse. Women could not take degrees until the 20th century. These people missed the experiences that you have had. They missed meeting people, they missed having access to an outstanding education, and most importantly, they missed out on being challenged. By far the hardest thing at university is having your mind changed by debate and argument. People generally love their own opinions and hate to be shaken from them. Changing one's mind requires toughness and humility. It's all very well to think that you're brave or bright, but if you're never challenged, how do you know that the things you believe about yourself are actually true? John Milton wrote in his Areopagitica, "I cannot praise a fugitive and cloistered virtue, unexercised and unbreathed, that never sallies out and sees her adversary." Milton asks how anyone can suppose that they actually have a virtue until that virtue has been tested. You never really know who you are until that point. You might think you've got the highest ethical standards until temptation is put your way, or that you're very intelligent. But until you've been through the test, the hardship, the apprenticeship, until you've risked failure, you don't really know who you are. Now, all of you here have taken that difficult path. All of you have engaged in arguments and debates that have changed, sharpened, and enlarged your minds. You've been faced with assignments that have made you think of doing something less difficult. But whatever the struggles, all of you here came through that. You've completed a course that expanded your minds. And whatever you face in the future, there will be no ceiling. What you do next will be varied and boundless. Søren Kierkegaard, the Danish philosopher, said that life can only be understood backwards, but it has to be lived forwards. And that may be true, but in years to come, when you assess how you got to where you are, then this day will be one of the important markers of your journey through life. It's a day of recognition that your efforts paid off. You did not sit back and say to yourself, "I know it all." You kept going and you earned the right to these robes and your new titles. No one can ever take that away from you. Now you have to take the next steps, and that will also mean taking risks. One of the people interred in this wonderful place, along with dignitaries like Catherine of Aragon, Queen of England, is someone called William McGee, former Archbishop of York. He's just over there. He said that a person who makes no mistakes does not usually make anything. To succeed in whatever you will do in the future requires direction, integrity, and a willingness to take risks. You now need to follow your noses and to become the person that you are capable of becoming. Here, this afternoon, as you sit in your finery, we are proud of you and of your family and of your friends who supported you through these degrees. This may be the beginning of your family's relationship with this university, or that relationship may go back generations. But you here, you are our medals, you are our finest work, and you are our greatest achievements. Thank you.